All right, cool, 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 cool. Man, it has been a minute since I have been live. It has been quite some time. Okay, so there's a couple of things that I want to get into today. For one, just to dabble a little bit on the economic news that we can expect for this week, which can in fact influence the market. And so, what I want to do first actually is let's hop into actually the charts. So, first market that I'll be looking at is gold. Now, as we can see, gold has just been increasingly bullish. September and even since before September, if you look historically, gold has gone up. More recently, what's been going on with the war in the world, gold has continued to rise. And specifically last week, we had our impulsive move up for gold, a corrective structure, and now another impulsive move up that is broken for new highs. So a structurally bullish structure here for gold. Let's take a look here on the 4-hour time frame where we can see gold potentially continue bullish. So my overall thought process for gold is that we will see a continued bullish weekly. If we take a look last week, you can see how the previous weekly close, we had an impulsive move up, a corrective structure for 2 weeks now, and now a strong bullish closure from the previous weekly. And it's likely that we could see the current weekly form a pullback and then continue pushing bullish throughout the entirety of the week. That is what I'm anticipating here for gold. Now, though we have our structural bias, give me 1 second here. So we have my desktop just turned off. All right, so we have our structural bias. Give me 1 second. Okay. So we could see a pullback early on in this week, and an area where of resistance that we can look for price to come to for gold is right here. This is where we will want to look for our flip or our change of character on the smaller time frame. For me personally, I'll be looking at roughly the 5 minute to 1 minute time frame when price gets to this 2351 levels to see how price reacts in this level, because it's in this level we want to see price flip. Now if we take a look here on back to the 4-hour time frame, you can see that price has no top wick up here, so it's likely that we can go and grab liquidity above these highs. Now this will be my first target that I look to target this week, early on in this week, as we can see that price is nearing already to our reversal location. Now if we do see this level get pushed through here, we can see a steeper fall for gold before the initial push up, which we would likely go take out these highs here and then clear these highs up here as well. But overall, this week I am bullish on gold, and this is what I'll be looking to trade. Gold and EURUSD are the two that I'll be looking to trade the most immediately this week. I'll be starting futures, a futures prop firm with Top Step, so I will be trading NAS 100, and on the futures platform it is NQQ, so I will be trading that, and so that's why I have this on my list here. And then USDJPY, I don't structurally like USDJPY, but there is some interesting things to talk about with USDJPY. Now we have CPI numbers being released this week, so this can add a ton of volume into the markets, especially depending on where we are structurally. And I want to talk about EURUSD specifically. So you can see, if we zoom out here, let's take a look actually on the daily time frame. For EURUSD, we've had an impulsive move down, which is taken and cleared out these previous lows here, showing us that overall structure on the larger time frame is in fact bearish. But what we've been seeing happen here on the daily time frame is a bullish corrective structure. So as of now, price has been within a bullish wave to correct this impulsive volume that we had down a couple weeks ago. Now, where is it that price could likely target? I'm looking for price to continue to push bullish up to fill this gap to the upside here, to come to this level of supply right here, this daily level of supply. So what I'm anticipating is a steeper move for EUR USD. As you can see, price has been creating higher highs and higher lows within this channel. It's likely that we can grab liquidity at this level. Now, it'll be very important to note where price is at the release of the news. So let's say price pushes down and then we're at this level coming Wednesday for CPI. This could be a huge reversal level for price to now continue pushing in the direction of the overall trend, a move similar to what we've seen happen here. That is something that we could see following the CPI data. Obviously, my first place that I'm looking for price to go, this is a 4-hour time frame, is bullish to the upside. So I'll be looking for price to target level 1.08491. This is where I'll be looking to target and to take profit at. So price is already at a key resistance. If we get a push down into this level here, and even if we get a steeper push to break these lows, one more push up to come and clear these highs is what I'll be looking for. So for price to tap into either this level here and we get our change of character for a bullish move, I'll likely target these highs here. And then if we get a break above these highs, I'll look for a re-entry for price to continue to target and fill the rest of that gap to the upside. We can see a steeper push down. I don't anticipate that this daily candle's low will get broken. Price has already broke this high here. We've come down to retest these lows. You can see on the smaller time frame where we have our change of character, our break of structure here. Price is creating lower lows and lower highs, creates a low, or a high creates a low, and then we break that high impulsively, and price now switches from being in a bearish wave to now in a bullish wave in the direction of the larger time frame trend, as you can see here on the daily time frame. So I don't anticipate that these daily lows right here get broken. I think that we could see a bearish move down and then a continued bullish push up here for EUR USD. Overall target is to fill this daily gap to the upside here at 1.08491. What's good, bro? Do I still trade with the Forex Finder? No, I don't anymore. They haven't been paying their traders, and I'm currently have 1.4 M's in funding and funding challenges combined, and all of my accounts are pretty much rendered obsolete since they haven't in fact paid their traders. And I'm still constantly fighting for myself and other members to get their payouts. So I'll keep everybody updated with, you know, how that goes. But as of right now, it hasn't been looking good as far as everybody getting paid out. So I've since moved on from TFF. Okay, Bitcoin. I don't normally talk about crypto, but I do in fact hold Bitcoin. I think it's interesting what we can see here for Bitcoin on the larger time frame. So let's take a look here at the larger time frame. Obviously, we've had an impulsive move up for Bitcoin, and now we're seeing what is a corrective structure down. Structurally, price is still within this bearish wave. As you can see, we had a low created, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, and we could see another push down for price to now clear and break these lows here. So that's overall what I can see for Bitcoin is another move to the downside before we potentially see now a steeper move back up. Overall, throughout the year, I am bullish on Bitcoin, and I do believe that we'll see a bullish Bitcoin for price to take out these highs. But as of right now, the structure is still bearish. We've been creating lower lows and lower highs, and it's likely we see another push down that can break these lows here and likely fill this gap to the downside here. All right, Nas 100. So like I said, I haven't personally traded Nas, but since I will be taking a Top Step, which is a futures prop firm, challenge, this is what I'll be trading. Nas 100 on the challenges in QQ, but essentially it's the same index. So let's take a look here on the daily time frame. Now let's actually zoom out a little bit wider. Okay, so we take a look on the weekly time frame. Price has been creating higher highs and higher lows. Overall, we're in a bullish market structure for the past for the past year or so, I guess you could say. Now we've been in this bullish market structure. Price had came down to a key level of resistance that it had previously broken in the past, and then retested this level, and now we're seeing a continued bullish push up. It's likely that we can see a continued bullish push for price to now come down and break these weekly highs here, but we're in a key level, so it depends on what where price is at when the news is released on Wednesday, because where we're at here in the markets, you can see price had pushed up. We got a push down that took out these lows, retesting this key level of resistance here. And then we've had our change of character, change of trend direction, but price is starting to slow up here at this level of supply. So the previous daily did in fact close bullish, so I would anticipate a continued bullish push at the start of the new daily, which would be, today. And if we take a look here on the 4-hour time frame, you can see price has created a new high that broke a previous high here. And now we're starting to see a corrective structure back down. Price is forming some type of resistance in this level we could potentially be seeing on the smaller time frame. Let's take a look here. So we got what looks to be an impulsive move down, a corrective structure up. So we'll have to see how price reacts within these levels here. I would want to see a bullish 4-hour candle to close before we look for a price to continue pushing up. It has slowed up as far as volume is concerned in this level, so we could potentially see a steeper move down. But for me, this will be heavily dependent on, for one, how the first 4-hour candle closes. I won't look to trade this until Monday anyway, New York session at the very earliest. But coming off the previous daily, and we're being at resistance here, the previous daily closing bullish, we could feel this wick and price continue to push bullish, following what the weekly is showing us here, being that we're in this bullish weekly wave. So that's what I'll anticipate as well. Now, finally, for UJ on the weekly, the previous weekly close, let's remove drawings here. Previous weekly closed bullish. We closed bullish after tapping into a key resistance level here that price had broken out of but never quite retested. We retested that level, and then we got an immediate rejection following this level. Even though this had a lot of volume to the downside, we got an immediate rejection there. Let's take a look here on the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, we can see this rejection. Let's dial it down to the 4-hour actually. So it's important to note previous daily did in fact close bullish. What it also did, or it hasn't done actually, is broken this high here. But we see here, as soon as price came down to this key level of resistance, we got a break up and then a corrective structure down and then a continued bullish move. Previous daily, like I said, did in fact close bullish. Let me see here. Okay, so the previous daily did in fact close bullish, but we are at a key level of resistance here, a level of supply. As you can see, we have this daily OB here at this level. So that's just essentially, in my terms, a level where we could see some type of resistance or a potential correction to happen from this level. As for now, I won't be looking to trade USD JPY until we have the CPI news released on Wednesday. Coming for this upcoming week, I'll be looking to trade gold and EUR USD at the open today, and then throughout the week as well, as I really do like this gold structure that we have here in the gold market. So we can definitely see some higher highs get created for gold to create, some more all-time highs in this bullish path that gold is, been on. Overall, I'm bullish for gold to potentially 3K, just like in a longer term perspective. Obviously, we will have to see some higher highs and higher lows get created. But as of right now and for this week, potentially tagging back up to the ATH here at 24.31 levels. So that's what I'm looking for gold. I'll be looking to ride that bullish wave if we in fact do get a flip out of resistance here as low as this level here. As well for a continued bullish push. I'm biased to gold being bullish. We have an imbalance here, a gap that needs to get filled as well. So that's what I'm looking for this week. This is what I'll be highlighting, and I'll be updating you guys in the group as the week goes on as well. Can I do US 30? Sure. Let's take a look at US 30. US 30. This is another one I may look to trade on the futures platform. All right, so let's start with the weekly. Let's remove all drawings. Okay, so overall in the weekly time frame, we can see that price is in a bullet market structure. That's pretty evident here, as price has just continued to create higher highs and higher lows. Now we are at a key level of supply, which means we can have some short-term resistance at this level. But as far as what price is showing just on the daily time frame within this daily wave, price is in fact bullish, and I wouldn't be looking to sell US 30. I would just be looking to see if price continues to break for these all-time highs up here. Now I will say, if we get into this level here, we could see a short-term corrective structure happen from this level. But overall, I'm anticipating price to continue to be bullish. The previous weekly closed extremely bullish for the previous 3 weeks after having a rejection at a key. This is a lower high within this level here. It did not break this low, pushed within this level of demand, but didn't break this key low here, and then got an immediate rejection. Price closed bullish and continued to close bullish last week, ending with a lot of volume. It's likely that that volume can continue, and we can see a new high get created. Yeah, Samuel, I would honestly find another firm. I wouldn't recommend using the Forex Finder. I still have members who haven't gotten their accounts from after migration. I personally have talked to the CEO trying to get all these things sorted out, and they ended up blocking me on all social media. I have members who have 20+K in payouts, and it's ridiculous. So I wouldn't recommend. But those are all the pairs that I'm looking to trade for this week. Gold being the hot ticket, especially coming off that previous weekly bullish close. I do want to see a new high get created this week for price to break the previous weekly high. Overall, I'm bullish on the structure. Especially early on into the week, we have this impulsive move, what appears to be our corrective structure now, and we could see another bullish move to grab the top wick above these 4-hour highs at the least, and to target these all-time highs. So that's what I'm looking for. Appreciate everybody tapping in, and let's have a great productive week this week. Do 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 do.